technology that is built for your every sense. Acer Pure from Acer.
The Karnataka government, viewers, has issued an order increasing reservation for the scheduled caste and scheduled tribe communities in government jobs and education. Breaching the Supreme Court's 50% cap on reservations, the Siddharamiah government has rolled out a new roster. While the share of the general category is now shrinking, quotas for SCs and STs have gone up. Now, what does that mean? What does this new quota arithmetic in the state of Karnataka mean for people? What does it do with regards to jobs and education and reservation in the jobs and education field? Earlier, for the general category, it was 50%, which is now down to 44%. For OBCs, earlier the quota cap was 32% and now it remains at 32%. For scheduled caste, it was 15%, it is now up by 2%, that is 17%. For scheduled tribes, it was 3% earlier and now it is up to 7%. So this is what the arithmetic in the reservations looks like in the state of Karnataka. But only a few weeks ago, it was the Karnataka government that approved internal reservation among scheduled castes, effectively splitting the quota into 3 groups. Now the Siddharamiah government has ordered that the recruitment must follow the new quota roster, which also factors in internal reservation. Now, this reservation roster was first proposed back in 2022 under the BJP government, but almost 3 years later, it is being implemented by the Congress party. My colleague Imran is with us. Imran, to give our viewers context about this decision that has been taken, tell us more about what we know, what's sparked of this decision, what is the debate around it in the state of Karnataka?
See, well, as far as reservation concerned, there is a ceiling that it should not be crossed above 50%. The Karnataka Congress government has brought out a commission, Nagmonda's commission, which talks about internal reservation among SC communities. So that internal reservation which the Congress government wants to give among the SC communities, which leads to that, the increase in reservation to 56%. Now, in order to meet the Supreme Court challenge of below 50%, they are doing their own arithmetic in that they want to give 17% reservation to SC and ST communities. In order, that has to come from other communities, which is now the cutting down of general categories to about 6%. That's how they can keep it below the 50%, and that's what the arithmetic is entirely about, is that to give internal reservation to SC/ST communities, which are 17%. In order to do that, they have to cut down on do a different arithmetic. That's the reason why they're cutting down general category percentage from 50 to 46%. 44%, I beg your pardon. So this is what it is about, and the question is about now how which socio-economic survey which the Congress government is planning to come out, which are the communities which will be kept, which will not be removed from it. That will become a big challenge, and when the notification comes, that will be a big issue. As far as the government appointment is concerned, this is what is going to follow, is what the Congress government has said. It also said that they are not doing anything new. It is about actually a plan which was brought in by the BJP in 2022 and which is what being enforced. Now, the BJP, however, has hit out is that they had a plan, but this is not the way to go about it, and it will be important as to which communities will be kept, which communities will be removed. That will lead to whole entire conundrum about it, which will, when the final notification will come about it.
What about the larger issue of merit, Imran? So many critics would say that this kind of a decision that has been taken by the Karnataka government is done keeping in mind the caste arithmetic in the state as well. When it comes to the question of merit, what is the Bharatiya Janata Party saying?
Well, this is a touchy issue for both, whether it's an BJP or the Congress party, because it's directly relates to vote bank, and in fact, ST communities is a very big percentage in Karnataka, and sizable. Any constituency, they are a very constituent in itself, and they have to address that issue. In fact, BJP also had brought in an internal reservation committee, which was followed up by the Congress's again internal reservation committee commission, which was now submitted a report just a couple of weeks back, based on which the Congress had promised that it will implement it. And that's how the entire exercise is being done by the Congress party to accommodate the new internal reservation, and that's the reason why some communities will lose out on it, and whereas it will give to the SC/ST communities about the 6% increase which is happening. In order to keep the 50% ceiling of it, that's the entire exercise is being done in the appointments in the future course in the government appointments. Now, the BJP is that the Congress, the way Congress going about it is not right, is
Right.
what they are questioning. But officially, BJP has not made a stand clear as yet on this issue.
All right. Thank you, Imran, for getting us details of that story. Stay with us because we have another big story that we're tracking from the state of Karnataka itself. Now, this was an exchange between the Chief Minister of Karnataka, Siddharamiah, and President Draupadi Murmu, and this has now turned into a political flashpoint. What exactly happened? Let's tell you about it. At the Vajra Mahotsav celebrations of the Mysore Institute of Speech and Hearing, before beginning his speech, the Chief Minister looked at the President and, almost in a taunting manner asked, "Do you know Kannada?" The remark prompted laughter on stage. Look at that moment and then we'll tell you how the President responded.
No Kannada? I speak in Kannada.
Was it a playful, light-hearted question as being projected by the Congress party? Or was it a deliberate and well-thought-out attempt to drag the President into the larger debate around language? Because what happened next? It was how the President responded with her grace, when she went ahead and said that I like all languages. I understand a little bit of Kannada too. This is the response that won hearts and was also seen as warm, respectful, and also an acknowledgement of India's linguistic diversity.
मैं माननीय मुख्यमंत्री से कहना चाहूंगी, कन्नड़ या कर्नाटक भाषा भले ही मेरे मातृभाषा नहीं है, लेकिन मेरे भारत में जितने भी भाषा है, जितने भी संस्कृति है, ये जितनी भी परंपरा है, ये हमारा प्यारा है। मैं सबको बहुत आदर करती हूँ, सम्मान करती हूँ। सब अपने भाषा को जीवित रखे, अपने परंपरा, अपनी संस्कृति को जीवित रखे, उस दिशा में आगे बढ़े। मैं इसके लिए शुभकामना देती हूँ, लेकिन मैं जरूर सीखूंगी कन्नड़ भाषा थोड़ा थोड़ा।
All right, so both the leaders had a smile on their faces. But many would say, this maybe wasn't a light-hearted banter as being projected. This wasn't indeed a light-hearted question. What if it was a larger ploy to drag in the President into the language debate? That's the criticism that's coming in. There's another question that the BJP is asking. We'll play out those reactions as well. Give us context, Imran. Why do you think the Chief Minister of the state, turned to the President, looked at her and, asked her that question, do you even know Kannada?
Well, there has always been an issue of Hindi debates in Karnataka, and especially what the Congress and other states in southern states are saying that the centre is trying to impose Hindi on the southern states. So when a politician and that to the President of India had come to the southern state, so the Chief Minister, what the Congress calls in light-hearted banter, asked the Chief Minister whether she speaks Kannada. But in the backdrop of the language debate, with the Hindi position in Karnataka, this has taken a political turn. Now the Chief Minister asking the President about the Kannada, whether she can speak Kannada, the BJP is alleging that he put her on a spot and cornered her over this issue, even though jokingly, and will he do the same thing to other Congress leaders or senior leaders from Delhi, whether Sonia Gandhi or Rahul Gandhi? Will he dare to even ask that question, is what the BJP is saying. Whereas the Congress is saying it was a light-hearted banter, and the President also took it in a stride, in a jokingly and in a very joyful manner, also responded to the Chief Minister. The BJP is making a mole out of mountain out of a molehill is what they're saying, and they are casting aspersions which are not there. But the BJP is saying this was a calculated strategy on the part of the Chief Minister to put a President on a spot and corner here, especially in southern state, considering there is a huge language issue and a political battle happening in the southern states over this issue.
Absolutely. But Imran, the charge that comes in from the Congress party often is that there is a bid by the centre to impose Hindi. The President belongs to the Santal tribe. It is said that her native language is Santali. She is everyone also knows that the President is, speaks in multiple languages. She speaks in Odia, she speaks in English. She also promotes the Santali language. So for say Siddharamiah to come and ask that, do you know Kannada in that manner, has triggered some sharp reactions from the BJP as well. The BJP is slamming the Chief Minister. The BJP is asking if he would dare to pose the same question to Sonia Gandhi or to Rahul Gandhi. Leaders of the Bharatiya Janata Party are saying that this is a remark by the Chief Minister that reflects the Congress Party's double standards on language and also the whole issue of respect of the post of the President.
It's very unfortunate for Mr. Siddharamiah to question the President of India in a public forum. Do you know Kannada? Knowing well, it will embarrass her. However, she replied in a very dignified manner. She respects all the languages of our country. My simple question to Siddharamiah, will he dare to ask Sonia Gandhi or Rahul Gandhi, do you know Kannada in a public forum? It is impossible. It is now I demand he should apologize for the embarrassment he created to the highest authority of our country.
So the Bharatiya Janata Party says that this was an attempt by the Chief Minister of Karnataka to put the President, in a fix, in a spot. He wanted to embarrass her. But once again, viewers, we want to take you through that exchange that took place. The question, the laughter that followed, and also the President's answer that won hearts. Many are saying that was a response that reflected her grace, her warmth, and also the respect that one has for India's linguistic diversity. Let's once again play out both that exchange.
No Kannada? I speak in Kannada.
मैं माननीय मुख्यमंत्री से कहना चाहूंगी, कन्नड़ या कर्नाटक भाषा भले ही मेरे मातृभाषा नहीं है, लेकिन मेरे भारत में जितने भी भाषा है, जितने भी संस्कृति है, ये जितने भी परंपरा है, ये मेरा प्यारा है। मैं सबको बहुत आदर करती हूँ, सम्मान करती हूँ। सब अपने भाषा को जीवित रखे, अपने परंपरा, अपनी संस्कृति को जीवित रखे, उस दिशा में आगे बढ़े। मैं इसके लिए शुभकामना देती हूँ, लेकिन मैं जरूर सीखूंगी कन्नड़ भाषा थोड़ा-थोड़ा।
So the BJP for now is saying that this was an attempt by the Chief Minister of Karnataka to embarrass the President. They are asking the Congress Party and the Chief Minister that would he even dare to ask such a question to Sonia Gandhi or Rahul Gandhi at a public forum. The Congress meanwhile is hitting back. They're saying that a friendly conversation, a light-hearted moment is being politicized unnecessarily by the BJP.
See, the opposition leader in Karnataka are fighting for their existence. They are trying to make issues which are non-issues. Now, for example, Mr. Akhilesh Yadav speaks Kannada because he studied in Kannada. So quite naturally, when people ask, do you know Kannada, is it insulting the backward classes? What kind of nonsensical issues they are making? For example, when we go to Gujarat or when we go to Maharashtra, we will know one or two words of that language. When we go to Gujarat, we will, just as a friendly, we say Khemcho, the other person might ask us, you know Gujarati? So that's an insult. What level of intelligence our opposition leaders have in Karnataka, they are depicting that.